Okay guys, this is my TR6060. It's from a 2008 C606. So these transmissions start in 2008 till 2013. 2007 is slightly different because the tail housing, I believe, is a little bit different. I'm not 100% sure. So anyways, I want to show you guys how to check the end play. Now, I lost a lot of time trying to figure this out. On the T56, the countershaft, this is the countershaft, is two pieces. On the TR6060, it's one piece. So in order to check the end plate, you got to remove the tail housing. Everything is bolted together right now. I rebuilt this tranny to change the synchros. The only thing that's different is that instead of a silicone gasket maker, I actually bought the correct gasket. So that means that I gotta shim whatever was in the tranny. The tranny is from a salvage yard. I put it in my C5. So, okay, let's get on checking the procedure. So basically you have to have the transmission all bolted together with the tail housing off. It needs to be sturdy and stable. I shimmed it up and I put a C-clamp here just to hold it steady, okay? You block up some way to get a sturdy a dial indicator set up so it's not shaking too much, all right? And you gotta spin the counter shaft to make sure that it's well seated. Okay, let me move this out of the way. That's pretty much well seated. I did this before starting the video. So now you get a standoff. I just used the a piece of a puller. Okay, you set it on the flange of the case. Make sure you don't interfere with the gear. Then you take your pry bar and you pry up under the gear and take your reading. I already did this, so it's 0.02, give or take, okay? Then to take the reading of this shaft, from what I understand, this is the output shaft of the transmission. This goes into the diff, okay? So you basically block this up higher. So I'll put hold the phone here for a second. All right, take this guy off. Get yourself a higher, something higher. These aren't machine surfaces, so I gotta turn it around till it doesn't wobble, because you don't want it to wobble. You set up your indicator again. Okay, on the end of this shaft here, there's ribs in it. So again, we're gonna start by turning it, seat it all the way down. I'll give myself a quick 0. Keep going down a bit. I'm putting some downward pressure as I'm turning it. Double check this is not too wobbly. It is. This is not good. It's wobbling too much. But you get the idea, right? So I'll fine tune it to 0. No, it's wobbling way too much. Hold on. I should do this off camera, but I don't want to edit anything. I previously made a mark here, a pink mark. I don't know if you can see that. Okay. So that'll be my new 0. tight enough. Okay, I'll turn it again to be sure that I'll go back to the pink line here. That's about right. Okay. And zoom out. Then you again, excuse me. Again, you want to pry. You want to pry up on this gear. So you take your standoff again. Okay. Take your pry bar and you pry up. So I had 0.0165. Now 0.0185. So that's because I'm not well set up. This is wobbling too much. All right, this has to be sturdy. It has to be really sturdy. If you touch it and the indicator moves, then you're not set up well. Okay, like right now I just did it quick. So that's what I think is the correct way to shim, from what I understood. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So the next step would be to put on the cover here. Turn the thing over, take off the front cover, use a point. So I got a counter shaft end plate 0.02 and the input shaft 0.0165. So you would get the right shims, add them, you measure them and add them up to get those numbers. And from what I'm reading is you want a very tight fit. So almost no movement on these transmissions, as the two bearings that are here are straight. They're not conical. Even though it looks conical in the picture, it's not, okay? It's straight roller and straight roller. Straight roller, straight roller. And on this side of the business here is where you have the conical bearings where you shim. All right, thanks for looking.